Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another night with oxygen not included. We're back with our colony where we're naming all of the duplicants after characters from the Game of Thrones. We have 31 characters or duplicants in here now. And so far we've actually only had 2 deaths, which is a little bit surprising. We had Robert Baratheon pass away, and so did Arya Stark, and they were actually an early casualty. Well, early in the sense of like, it was the stream before last that they died off. But so far the colony's been sort of holding its own, which is a little bit unexpected when all the characters named after Game of Thrones. You would expect they would all be dying off rapidly, but they're apparently not. It's probably not that far off. I mean, with 31 duplicants, our food supply is kind of treading water at the moment. We're taking a duplicant every single time the gate turns on, so that's just kind of adding to the mess. But I'd like to try and work on expanding out a little bit today. We're probably going to need to make some arrangements for some additional oxygen. Air quality is not that bad at the moment, but it might need a little work. But welcome everyone who's here in the chat so far, or if you're watching on the channel afterwards, welcome as well. Hopefully we'll have a successful night tonight. Can't even talk anymore. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, the shine bugs. We have lots of shine bugs. We basically just put down a grooming station, left the doors open, and put a feeder outside of it, and it's done a really good job of producing a lot of shine bugs for us. Keep everything going at fast speed. Now, water is one of the things we're working on this stream. This was the water supply that we were using both to supply the colony for oxygen, but also as a cooling mechanism for our oxygen that's coming out of our system. And it's not really cooling anymore because there's just not enough of it in there. So at the end of last stream, I was building this little cooling loop over here to take dirty water, or polluted water rather, clean it through the water sieve, cool it off in this little room, and then send it back out to our reservoir. And really the only reason I'm cooling it is because I'm hoping to sort of lower the temperature of the water that's in here, even if it just like maintains the same level and doesn't go down any farther, but doesn't go up. If we could lower the temperature of it, that would be helpful. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, the whole food supply is dropping quick. It's they kind of go in waves, right? So the duplicants all eat at their own appropriate time, and each one of them takes 1,000 kilocalories of food every time they go to eat. So, you know, it adds up quick. And plus, some of our plants have started to stifle in here because of the temperature. If we look at our temperature overlay, things are really hot down here, which is to be expected. A little warm over here in the kitchen, again, to be expected. But then as we get up near our farm area, this is where warm temperatures are a distinct problem. And for some reason, I still have a duplicant running on a treadmill here. Let's get that out of there. Save ourselves the heat energy there. We'll get to rid of that. I did put a couple Weezeworts in here. We did find a cold biome off to the right over here. And I built a little ladder, and I've got them working on going up here. Well, it would work if they... Actually, the ladder was actually built here. There we go. I have them working on getting up here to get out the Weezeworts that are up here, and I have most of the things in here set for us to be able to harvest automatically so that our duplicants can get themselves some fresh food. Whoops, I don't want to dig that up. Cancel that. I meant to actually set the harvest. There we go. So we'll see how that goes. There are a couple of geysers we found. There's the one over here that we dug up. This one's a little minor volcano, which unfortunately produces a ton of heat, which is not really something we want right now. We have a cool steam vent over here just below this cold biome. This is a leaky oil fissure, which I probably should try to make some use of because we can get some plastics and stuff made out of that. And I think that's just about all we've identified for geysers at the moment. Somebody suggested in one of the comments, I think, that they might have seen some neutronium up here in this cold biome. Yeah, there is, right here. So there's another geyser right here. Looks like a taller one, so it could be a variety of things. Not sure what that's going to turn out to be. Hopefully something useful. Fissure's leaking an oily substance. Yeah. It's like a wound. I would actually like to work on making a bit of a Dreco farm today, too. So we started building up some Drecos in here, or at least we put in, like, the critter drop-off. But we need to put in a grooming station, a shearing station. I could grow more food in here, but I'm not really going to have the opportunity to, I don't think. Andrew with the super chat. Hi, Fox. Wish you have a good evening. More dead dupes needed. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much for the support. So we're going to try and capture our Drecos and store them in here. There is a plastic, a glossy Dreco down here, rather, that produces plastic, which I really want to get. So I can pick him. There he is, glossy Dreco. Let's wrangle him. We'll set this up for dropping off Drecos in particular. Yeah, whatever. All these guys. Okay. In stations, we should have access to the grooming station that we'll put just inside the door. We're going to need space for the shearing station, which is going to be a bit of a challenge, I think. I'm curious to see how often the Drecos try to get at the door, too. I think they can't get out the pneumatic doors, but we'll see. Remember potato chips that caused that? What's this now? Oh, the oily leakage. Those were those baked potato chips or whatever, right? Bad news bears, those things. When that's the side effect, that's not a side effect anymore. That's just an effect. Oh, there's another little glossy Drecklet here, too. Wrangle that guy also. I should check my priorities. I haven't really done these in, like, forever. So the people that we have on ranching, I want to make sure that I have them set for high priority on doing the wrangling. Alright, so we have two of them focused on that anyway. We're in Wonderland on Saturday. Nice. Wait, Canada's Wonderland? If so, that's kind of cool. That's actually not that far from where I live. Well, it means like within an hour anyway. Food shortage, suffocating. Man, that suffocating alert is really, really annoying. Can these duplicants get out of here? They can. So they could run back to where the oxygen is. They just aren't. Good to know. I should set up something up here to keep the CO2 from building up. We're just going to put tile here. Give the gases a chance to move down there because they're starting to pool here in an area where I really don't want them to. I want those to drift down. I want them to stay in this little U-bend here because that keeps everything out nasty outside, but don't want them in the other area. Your metal is 50 minutes down the road from it, but you've never been. How could you never have been? I didn't even realize you were that close to Wonderland, Brittany. That's cool. You keep AFKing. Watch a lot after the streams, but I've been in like 2, I think, for a short time, but I've been watching CF for a few months now, lurking. Is that IMN dance or LMN dance? Nevertheless, welcome to the stream. Thanks for showing up. Death by Dupage. Assuming this place in Canada. Yeah, it's just outside of Toronto. It's a big theme park. Not as big as like Disney World or anything, but for around here, it's pretty big. I really want them to stop suffocating. Oh, good. They built the grooming station, but it's actually outside of a stable. That's interesting. Let me see. 128, 134 tiles. Maximum room size is 128. So that would be my issue. I need to seal this up just a little bit in order to get this to turn into the room that I want it to be. So I think we'll just throw another ladder in here, maybe. Actually, it might even give me an opportunity to harvest those things. We'll seal up this side over here. Sorry, what size was that again? 134 over 128, so that should fix that up. It's gonna be a really sloppy room. I mean, it's not in any way it's not in any way gonna look like an actual room per se. Well, whatever. Let's hollow this out, and we'll put in our shearing station here. Or is the shearing station is it 3 tiles across? It is. So there's just barely enough room here for the shearing station. That's, of course, going to need power. So we might as well throw a transformer outside here. Oh, at least I would if I had metal. Oh, I need refined metal. Where's our punch button machine? Give me some refined iron. Probably the best option since we found some big chunks of it there. Element, okay. CrypticFox watching stream after work, just I needed. Welcome, random guy. If you dig more tiles, you need to build more walls too. Well, yeah, there's that. I'm only taking out 3 tiles here though, and I'm putting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that would have been actually just the right amount, so that's actually not gonna work. Well, those are already set to harvest. All right, we could always like stick some over here or something. It's not really a proper room anyway. We're just kind of putting just enough stuff in here to... Oh, look at all the glossy Drecos. Okay, let's wrangle all these guys. Free plastics. They're not really in a hurry to wrangle those things and bring them back, are they? Did your first dream fight in HK. Totally beat it first try. Yeah. Sure you did. Awesome, Durgan. As long as you beat it at all, I suppose, is the thing. Oh, suffocating. All right, how's our air situation? I mean, our air quality in here is pretty good. It's just all the duplicants that are running out of the base are, you know, they're not really enjoying it. And that's actually really bad for their morale in general, too. Not that we're hurting for morale. Everybody's stress is in a really good place. But, over the long term. Okay, let's put a ladder in here. I want someone to go up and analyze this thing while we get a chance. They have oxygen in here, too, they can go in and breathe. Which is kind of a nice bonus. Definitely not 50 tries. Need med packs. Yeah, actually, I should see if we have the stuff to make it now. Oh, he's over here making some right now. Oh, vitamin chews, what they're making. All right, so we have 28 tons of phosphorite. That's not bad. 32 kilograms of bomb lily flour. So we can make a whole pile of these things. $32 of them, I guess. Let's get rid of the vitamin chews for now. Don't worry about vitamin chews. Focus on the med packs. We'll cure the actually sick people. I'll get this guy out of here, too. Okay, the power I did not get set up, so we gotta do that still. No, they still haven't done the button pushing. Make me metals! Hey, Joshua. I see someone in this stream is giving up on the Coliseum this week. Yep, that's the plan. I'm either gonna beat it off stream, because I don't want to spend another, like, 3-hour stream trying to beat that stupid thing. I'm just gonna move on. My finger, my thumb literally hurt for like a day afterwards. Like Nintendo thumb. It's good times. I'm really curious to find out when Silk Song is going to come out. Okay, more duplicant power. Sadly, we're taking all the duplicants as they come in. Just put like a list of characters because I'm never going to remember them all. There's too many. Like, it's pretty bad when we brought in like 33 duplicants and we've had no issues finding character names for all of them. This is kind of a little bit weird. Did we bring in? I don't think we brought in a Caitlyn Stark yet, so we should probably do that. Allergies, biohazardous, pacifist, uncultured. Not that she's a pacifist, but Lindsay, we can yeah, whatever. Let's do that one. This will be Caitlyn. Bring on Caitlyn Stark. Actually, probably should just double check we don't already have one. We have so many duplicants in here now. Oops. All right, so we have Eddard Stark, Cersei Lannister, Jon Snow, Jaime Lannister, Hodor. I picked the wrong thing to look at. Those overs are terrible. Oh, come on. Jaime Lannister, Hodor, Bran Stark, Samwell Tarly, Daenerys Targaryen, Grandmaster Pycelle, Gendry, Tyrion Lannister, Tywin Lannister, Gregor Clegane, Sansa Stark, Tommen Baratheon, Joffrey Baratheon, Robin Arryn, Brienne of Tarth, Varys, Littlefinger, Sandor Clegane, Maester Aemon, Podrick, Giant's Bane, Jorah Mormont, Melisandre, Hot Pie, Ser Jorah, Marcella Baratheon, Grey Worm, Shay, and now Caitlyn Stark. Yeah, so we didn't have one already. That's a lot of characters. Anybody die yet? We've had 2 die so far. We had our Robert Baratheon duplicant die off, and Arya Stark. She sealed herself into her own little tomb. Someone cracked the joke that she found out what was west of Westeros. It didn't turn out well for her. Come on, what's it going to take to get this refined metal already? I'm going to go down here and crank up the priority on this just a tiny bit. It's already at 6. I mean, somebody should be doing it. There we go, finally. Punch that button. Why is Maester Aemon misspelled? Because of magic? Evil sorcerer's magic? I don't know. Is it misspelled? Where is it? Too many characters. Oh. Well, whatever. Easy fix. I'm going to say it was a typo because the I and the O are right next to each other. Make me steal. Was it all Coliseum last time then, or did you get... No, I didn't get past the Coliseum. It was all Coliseum. I was actually tempted to just completely delist the stream. We got fairly far, but it just... I kept dying off at the same point, which was kind of a huge nuisance. Okay, this room now is 131 tiles. I need to block out 3 more. I guess we can go like this. Still not enough of the metals. 50 kilograms. It's going to take a while to make that. Good evening. Just dropped in to say hello. Hey, Cerberus. That's right. It was a magic typo. Fox got to the floor section 95% of the time and died there. Yeah, I got to the part where I was in like the the section where like the walls close in or whatever. And then I got splatted. Super duper annoying. Okay, actually, oh, I was waiting for that power transformer, but I only need a little one here. Did I build the wrong transformers here? I did. I didn't even notice. I put the wrong transformers in here. I want the ones that split out just for 1,000 watts, not 2,000 or whatever these do, or 4,000. 4 kilojoules. I only want 1. So I may or may not have made a mistake there. Go gadget me. Sitting there waiting for my refined metal. I don't even need it. The power of brains is... All right, I'll plug that in here. When they destroy these ones, I'll have to swap them out quickly. They're going to be out of power for a bit. Fortunately, they won't be able without light because they've got shine bugs everywhere. What's this game about? Basically, you're building a colony of these duplicants or clone kind of things that you have inside of an asteroid in space, and you have to build a habitat for them to live in. Do research to unlock all of their different things that you can build. You can build some complex systems and stuff for them. It's kind of cool. It's basically a colony survival game, though. We have no power for anything aside from our oxygen production. Surprisingly, some stuff's still working. Oh, I had batteries here, some of these. Nope. Nope, bathroom turned off. No, it's still running too. How is that even getting power? Oh, I have a couple batteries here. That's what it is. A couple tiny little batteries holding it over for the moment. I really should set higher priority on these things, though, so they get them built. At least you have power for the most important thing. Yeah, that's the whole idea, right? Is to have this thing set up on a system where it continuously fuels itself and I don't have to add power to it. I'm probably wasting a little bit of power. There's probably a little bit I could take out of here because you can see these are running, but the smart battery's maxed out. So we could feed a little power out of the system, but I generally don't go through the hassle of it. I mostly just like to make sure that it's going to run perpetually and leave it at that. I need a good water supply to feed another oxygen production system, though. That's going to present problems. How is that an unreachable build? I guess they won't open the door when there's, like, nothing there? That's weird. It shouldn't be unreachable. It says that's unreachable, too. Technically, they should be able to go up and over and reach it. What is going on here? There's something that must be blocking something. That door's fine. Single gaps all the way across. Huh. That's weird. What if it's unreachable because the door's not getting any power right now? No, it's all connected back up again. I don't know. Fox, you'll be taking Monday off for streaming? No, probably not. I'll be taking Monday off and probably spending it with my wife. I have Tuesday off for streaming, though, because Tuesday is the 18th. When the update comes out for They Are Billions. I really should get some kind of an oxygen suit system going here so I don't have to listen to that stupid alert all the time. That's kind of driving me batty. Still says this is outside of a stable. I thought I had taken care of that room. 128 tiles. Back. Oh. Maximum 96. Well, isn't that a nuisance? Okay, well, we can kind of fix that a little bit. If we throw a floor through here... I need to get rid of a lot of tiles in here, though. This probably isn't going to work. I wanted to make use of a space that was just already out here that I wouldn't have to manipulate too much, and that the Drecos would have some convenient food already growing in the area without having to go through the trouble of growing it myself, but... Yeah, I'm going to be an older man on Monday. Start filling that space in. I was trying to leave these plants alone, because having them grow in the wild means that you don't have to provide any supplies to make them grow. So my plans are quickly becoming foiled. Okay, starvation, 5,400 calories. Oh, we still have food, just not a lot of food. Okay, let's crack some more eggs. Nymph eggs, we have 60 units. I think we can afford to crack like 30 of them. Set that at a priority 7. I don't want pickled meal. Frostbun, pepper bread. Which one's set for omelets? This one's set for omelets. So as we crack some eggs, we'll get that opportunity to quickly make some omelets. Hey, Still Snow, how are you? Yeah, that suffocation alert is because they keep going outside of the base where there's no air and they're holding their breath. They hit the suffocation point and then run back in where they can breathe. It's kind of annoying to have it going off over and over again. 119 tiles. I gotta get down to 96. That's just not gonna happen. There's no way. Trouble too is if I put a door... Well, actually, I guess I could put... If I deconstruct this and this... if we dig up this... And I seal this off, I can put a door across here that I can just leave open that the Drecos should be able to go through as long as it's not the pneumatic door. That will call the lower portion the stable. And then we should be alright. I had to help my parents with the computer before I could watch the stream. Glad I made it. Welcome, GG Saint. Will they only cook at one grill? Well, no, they'll cook at both if you have 2 duplicants that have the skills. I mean, I have a couple people focused on it as a priority, I think. I should actually check the priorities, because, again, I hadn't modified those in a while. We were taking a lot of duplicants before. Yeah, I have 2 people set up as a priority for cooking. They might be on different shifts, though, too. It would probably make sense to add another chef in. See what we got here. Boy, we have a lot of duplicants that I brought in that I haven't done anything with. Hot pie. Yeah, hot pie we want to have chefing. You go do the chef work. All these duplicants don't have any real skills because I couldn't be bothered. We were bringing them in so quickly while I was focused on other things. Improved carry, Jor. Just give everybody improved carry for now, I guess. I'll figure out what I want to do with them later. But at least this way they can carry more stuff around. There we go. Still Snow with a super chat. Who will survive to sit on the iron toilet or throne? It's a good question, actually. At the rate we're going, none of them may survive. We're down to 16 kilocalories. The farm is producing at full now again. The temperature came down enough for that. We still don't have enough down here, and the body temperature down here is bad too. I gotta lower the temperatures in a few different places. 35 degrees, 38 degrees, 37 degrees. These things grow in a body temperature of 5 to 35. The mushroom itself is just below that, but these ones are actually above. Need cooling. The mushrooms aren't going to produce anything if we can't actually get them to grow. You live in Argentina? Hello in Argentina. You want a mod that makes hats again? I always forget. Oh, yeah. I'd say more like iron toilet in the ice zone. That would be a short sit. A short sit. Oh, yes. Well, it depends. I mean, if you stuck to the seat, then you might not have the option of getting up. Okay, how are they doing with this over here? I really want to see. It still says it's an unreachable build. Trying to figure out what the deal is here. I don't understand why it's unreachable. I mean, they should be able to go up this ladder across the top and down the other side even, but it's saying all that is unreachable. Oh man, that's a bad image. Just say me, Ro. Hey, Ro. It all sounds a little strange. Hey, Hat Girl, how are you? Do I remember you? I'm probably the worst person with names, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to confess I don't know that I do. I want this to be open. Oh, it's grooming the shine bug, but I really want him to take care of the Drecos in there. And where do those glossy Drecos? There you go. Get these guys. Wrangle them. Somebody's got to go pick them up. Get them in there and start making some plastic. What's the door? P9 on the door to toggle it faster. I have toggle set at high priority for all people, I think. Yeah, set for high priority for everybody. Suffocating. How's our air in the colony? Air. Ooh, actually, the air's getting a little thin. I'm probably gonna have to turn on. Well, I have one here. Let's turn this one on again. Not really thrilled about the temperature it's gonna produce, but at least with the Wheezewort next to it, it will help offset it a bit. Came super chatted. Now you depart back to work. See you, Still Snow. Thanks for popping by, and thank you again for the super chat. Much appreciated. All right, I'm going to put a high priority on this. I want to see what the deal is. I don't understand why they can't come out here. That's an unreachable build, too. One tile over, one tile over, one tile over, one tile over. What the heck? The default is for everyone to have access. It's set on auto. Why can't they reach it? I wonder if they made a tweak and made it so that these doors have to have. No, that's not true. I got this one open without power. I don't understand. What are you doing to me, game? Manually move a dupe. Let's whoops. Hold on. Let's see their navigation. Yeah, they can't get by the door. Huh. These doors have never had to be plugged in before, but we'll try plugging it in and see if it makes a difference. That's right, Sansa. We can see you in the toilet. Well, I don't want to leave it open because it's all polluted oxygen out here. I don't want all that blood in the base constantly. I wonder if there's some kind of a bug with the doors. All right, Caitlin, can you go outside here? Suspicions are off both ways for all dupes. Well, it shouldn't be, though. The default is for everyone to have access. Oh, seriously? This has got to be some sort of a bug. I've got to go down and individually click each one of them to give them access. That's gonna be really annoying if I have to go around and do that to all the doors I built. That's really bizarre. This door over here, same thing. Like these doors should work without having to give individual access. Yeah, see, they opened that one without any problem. Mind you, I told them to set that door to open, but that's super weird. Just destroy it to test the theory and then rebuild it. Yeah, maybe. Come on, come break this door. I want to see what happens. Just pick up the materials right off the floor you dumped there. No! Go get it. Let all that stinky air in. Cue montage of Cryptic giving access to all the duplicants. That would be awful. Yeah, 2 doors just not destroyed. Oh yeah, I set it up so that I would build another one like right away in the same spot. Okay, anytime now. You're letting all the oxygen out. Rebuilds the doors, all troops get trapped outside. Wouldn't that be funny? I mean, they could breathe out here in the polluted oxygen. It's just not great for them. No problem now. I don't know. It's just like just a weird door bug, I guess. That was kind of annoying. This has no power because I haven't plugged it in yet. Or did I? Ah, just one little gap there. Plug that in. This does not need to be set to open anymore. I really would prefer you guys go up and over so I can let things get cool. There we go. Finally got that Wheezewort. Okay, so once you get out of here, we'll turn off access to these doors. I'll get that cooling. I don't know how much it's actually going to cool the water down, unfortunately. It's not going to be awesome, but comes in here at 39 degrees, comes out at 31. It's not enough. I need this to be super cold in here. Or the room's got to be bigger. That's not good because it's really going to make things kind of warm. How can I do this? Yeah, I mean, hydrogen would help, but I mean, it is water too, so it's always going to be a little bit tougher. Yeah, we could do like a thermal shutoff in here, I guess. Clock sensor. Oh, it should be in the plumbing section, actually. Liquid pipe element sensor, liquid pipe thermosensor. So, this is going to require electricity, but that's alright. We'll get this plugged in. Nope, requires automation. So we'll have to connect that up to a liquid shutoff. Then we can build right in here. We need to give them access to this door again. Okay, and then we'll need an automation wire to connect the two. Do I need power for that thing? I do. There we go. Been slightly obsessed with Minecraft. It's funny, Minecraft's making a real resurgence lately. Apparently it's really started to climb in popularity on YouTube again, which is kind of weird. Around the footage, he had 2 doors on top of each other. Oh, that's super weird. Huh. Well, at least we got it fixed anyway. Kind of a weird bug. So to get more oxygen, you need to fill all your base with plants. No, yeah, the plants unfortunately don't produce oxygen. You have to make oxygen other ways. So we have this little oxygen diffuser that can make it. Oh, I had a duplicate ready. Oxygen diffuser can make it. There's a couple other buildings that will produce it. Let's see. We Bert with the irritable bowel, who's buff. Narcoleptic night owl, pacifist quick learner. I kind of like the buff character because they can carry more. Who do we need to bring in that we don't have yet? That's kind of the... Getting down there, we actually have to look... Oh, you know what? We don't have a Khal Drogo yet. Perfect. Bring on Khal Drogo. Door has no access for all individual dupes. Which door? I turned... This one here, I gave them access. Yeah, you can clean water. So this here is a water sieve, and it takes polluted water, and when you pass it through, it comes out clean. But it comes out the other side very hot, like 40 degrees, kind of hot, which is kind of on the warm side. The water that I pumped through here I did pass a little bit into our reservoir. Actually, as long as we're here and nobody's doing anything, we should probably get the plumber. Clean all that water out so we can reclaim it. It's a weird bug, never happened to me. Yeah, it is a little weird. Yeah, when you purify water, it gets hotter. It could get colder, depending on the heat of the water you put into it. In this game, when something passes through the machines, they always come out at the other side with a fixed temperature. Do I have enough beds? Probably not, actually. No, it doesn't look like we do. 33 duplicants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 15. It's only 27. We got like 5 duplicants sleeping on the floor. Yeah. 27. Yeah. I've got duplicants sleeping on the floor. They probably don't appreciate me very much right now. Alright, I was hoping to do some other types of building up here, but I guess we're going to need to do some more living quarters. Poor, poor, sad, sad little duplicants. This, unfortunately, is also going to expand on the area that we have to worry about oxygenating, which has its own unique challenges. And we're also getting kind of close up here to this this reservoir of dirty water. Not good. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. All right, let's dig this out. We'll need a ladder to get up there, of course. Oh, derpy ladder. I don't know why sometimes when I'm dragging the ladder down, it just leaves random gaps. It's kind of a weird effect. There's no way this water's not falling. I'm going to try and swap this out with some actual tile and see if I can do it quickly enough for it to hold out. Alright, so priority 9 on this tile right here. Need to earn a bed, that's right. They're not working hard enough. Yeah, you can drain a pipe before destroying it if you have a duplicant that has the plumbing skill. Is that possibly a way to delete heat? It is, yeah. So if you take fluids that are hot and dirty, you can run them through the sieve, and that will reduce the temperature. It's not super convenient, though, because you don't generally have too many sources of hot, polluted water. Liquid is tricky to cool, yeah. I mean, I have another idea for how we might be able to cool that water. We could put it into a reservoir, run it through an ice machine, and then let it back out. That would probably help a bit. How do you cool the purified water? There's a few different ways, yeah. So, I mean, there is something called the liquid aqua tuner that's a machine and specifically intended for cooling things down, but it has to be submerged in water. It produces a lot of heat, so it has kind of its own offsides. There's an ice machine you can use that will actually turn the water into ice, and that makes it obviously very cold. I wonder if we could use the... I wonder what happens if you take it... Oh, man, I blocked this off. If you take an ice machine, you fill it up with water and start to cool it down as though you're going to turn it into ice, but then you don't make ice and you just empty it. I wonder if you just get really cold water out of it. Wheezeworts are good for cooling the air, so theoretically you could use wheezeworts to cool a gas of some kind, maybe like hydrogen, for example, and then use that to extract heat from your water pipes. It's all very tough because the specific heat capacity of the liquid is so much higher that... Oh, that suffocating is staying. Come on, Samuel. Yeah, we didn't drop any sand down here, so that's good. Okay, so this whole system, not so great. This temperature here, I want it to be... No, it's just... I don't want to be so simple, but if it's above 20 degrees... no, if it's below 20 degrees, that's what I want. We have water in here right now. Contents at 29.7. Yeah, see, like this is gonna take forever to cool. I don't think this is gonna work. Even the temperature in this area, there's so little gas in there too. It's just not. There's no opportunity for it to work. I'm gonna need to fill this with some gas instead. So. What's going to be my easiest way to do that? I mean, ideally I would fill it with hydrogen. I have some, like, right here. As soon as I break through here, though, it's going to start to be a problem. All right, let's dig up here. We're going to throw a gas pump in here. There we go, ventilation. Man, brain's not working. All right, we'll throw a gas pump in here. That's going to require power. And I'm going to set up a ventilation on this just to take the gas and vent it into this space. We're going to put it on the floor, too, because the hydrogen rises, so that'll give us a buildup of pressure up above. Need 6 wheezeworts and a lot of hydrogen. Yeah, it takes a lot. I mean, either that or you need to stall it in there long enough for it to cool, then pass it along, bring in a new batch, you know, just do it over and over again kind of thing. So we're going to try that first. It is going to interrupt my water flow a bit. Unfortunately, we're not going to get good volume out of it. But we'll see what happens. I need to build a better cooling mechanism, though. This is too small and not very convenient. See how it goes for now, though. We are at 2,400 kilocalories. How are we doing food-wise? Well, 2,400, but what are we doing cooking-wise? Looks like we burned through all the eggs already. Unfortunately, with I've only got one of those. With these eggs, it takes like a couple of them to make enough raw egg to actually produce any food. Kind of inconvenient. I mean, theoretically, we could also send the water out here. We do have a hydrogen thermonullifier right here. We could try passing it by that to cool it. The only risk then would be heating up this biome, which would kill off the sleet wheat that I have growing out here that I kind of want to be able to harvest. And then the risk of actually like freezing the water in the pipes. But if it just sort of passed by, it wouldn't necessarily be a big issue. That would require a consistent input of hydrogen, which you don't really have right now either. So, kind of darned if I do and darned if I don't. There we go. My chat wasn't refreshing for some reason. Sorry, I didn't see most of what you guys were saying for a few minutes. I was like, man, why isn't this thing working? And I just had to go refresh it. It's like, I'm sure it's not that quiet. Oh, this door needs to be open so we can actually get in there. Okay, I guess we don't have to because I went on the other side. Thought I had this door turned off already. Alright, we'll shut that down. As soon as they get this built, we can pump some hydrogen in there. Hopefully this will get working. Slime lung? Yeah, they're probably going to get some slime lung, but it's okay. It's not nearly as lethal as it used to be. It's more an inconvenience. They get a debuff, so they move around more slowly and stuff. Food. Yeah, I know we need food. I knows it. The mushrooms are a problem. I'm going to need another... that goes through so much water when I use the mush maker, but with so many duplicants, I may not have a choice. Oh, boy. The only other choice I'm going to have is to try to cool down this space in here, but it's really warm, especially over here. Oh, it's getting heat off of this. That's probably why. The doors are heating up. 60 degrees, which is radiating out into the area where my farm is. 34 degrees over here. Actually, if I can... let's uproot these. We can move them down. No, it didn't work. Something I could pass along the uprooting all along, but apparently it doesn't work. Down here it's 32, so let's uproot those. 34 degrees here. I'm going to cancel these. And we'll push them all the way over to the end. So the air over here is like 34, 34, 35. Temperature up here is not bad. Okay, so we'll set this for fungal spore. We'll try and get a few that'll actually grow and produce some mushrooms because we're going to need the food. Don't need the doors, just close the auction room up. Yeah, the only way we can use the doors on the other side. We don't even need them. You're right. Let's deconstruct these. This might let a little bit of CO2 into the pumps, though. Unfortunately. It's a 39. Plug it in quick. Going down there to breathe. Just hurry up. Okay, that's one door. No, not the doors. Is going to mess with the pressure. Well, for the moment, but it's okay. The most important pressure is this tile up here. Yeah, it messed with the pressure a tiny bit, but it's not that bad. One chunk of iron on the floor will trigger everyone. Ah, well. It's there. I mean, they can get up to it from the other door, I think. Oh, no. Never mind. They didn't give them access. That's fine. It can stay there. Doesn't bother me any. You'll just have to look at it. All right, 0 kilocalories. I've got to put a musher in play. This is going to be really bad because we need the... This is going to use up a lot of water, unfortunately. Micro musher. It also produces a lot of heat, which is why our farm overheated a little bit before. I'd like to add another layer on the farm, but we have all this housing need. So it's not terribly viable. I need this ladder to go all the way up because we're going to have to build on the roof of this. No, you know what? Let's do it from inside. Okay, that'll give the duplicant scaffolding so they can kind of hop all the way across. Then we'll destroy the ladders afterwards when we're putting in the beds. It's a few tubes will die and everything will stabilize. Well, maybe. We'll see. It might be... The trouble is we might end up with a point where a whole shift didn't eat when they were supposed to eat and then subsequently dies of starvation before they get a chance to eat in the next time. So we'll have to see. It's... I don't... You know, for anyone who's learning to play the game or just starting out, I don't recommend taking this many duplicants. It's just... It's too many. Like, everything's got to kind of go right for you if you take this many. I just think it's funny, and it's more entertaining. Sometimes the challenges makes for an interesting circumstance. This hydrogen pressure is not going to be very high in here. Actually, it's 2.4 kilograms. It's not bad, actually, hydrogen pressure. It's just not cooling very well. 22, 21, contents of the pipe. No, the pipe is... It is cooling. It's just cooling slowly. This is going to be too slow to be a realistic system to work with. You laughed in Epic Sync. Sending them pizza. All right. Send me some too while you're at it. Pizza. Okay, I should probably set these to really high priority so the water doesn't break through the ceiling on me. Fix it quick before we have a flood. No, another duplicate. This colony's doomed to death. You know it. We're quickly on our way. We have no food. Let's bring in another person. Because we don't have food. The thing you should do is bring in another mouth. How's my dirt supply? Probably in pretty good shape. I haven't really been using it for a lot. I mean, we've been using it for the farm, but not really much else. Let's see. What about trypophobia diver's lungs? This could be Davos Seaworth. Gray hair and all. Pizza and pop. Nice. Or soda for those in the U.S. Any news there'll be a Mark IV version before the official launch in July? No, I haven't heard anything, but given it's only like a month away, I would suspect not. I haven't really even heard anything about a beta branch for the 1.0 release. Normally they like to do a beta branch to test things out before stuff goes live, but I don't think they're going to do that with the 1.0 release. I think they're going to hold it until the actual July release and do all their own internal testing. That's my suspicion anyway, not that they've necessarily said. That's just what I think is going to happen. What else can I make here? You know what? I have sleep wheat grains, I think. Right? No, I don't. They haven't harvested those in a while. Pepper bread, we have only a couple peppers. Pickled meal doesn't really do anything good for us. I need more farm space, really. I mean, I could try to build more mealwood, but the temperatures aren't really conducive to growing that anywhere other than the very center of my colony anymore. I think people are going to go hungry. Let's go with mush bars. What I really need to do is swap over to a different plant type. Get some bristle blossoms or something growing. The longer I hold off on doing that, probably the harder it's going to be. Starvation. All right, let's see how actually. I'm kind of curious what kilocalories the duplicants are at. Fullness, 1,000. Bran Stark is just under 1,000. He's probably the person that triggered the starvation alert. Too hot for Blizzard Blossoms. It might be. So the temperature in here is 27 degrees. It's actually not bad. 29 degrees there. 29 degrees. Bristle Blossom needs 5 to 30. So we're sort of just sort of threading the needle. Yeah, it does need lighting. You're right, but theoretically, what I could do is move feeders into the middle spaces in here to draw the shine bugs in to do the lighting. Because if you look at our light overlay, they are casting light. But you're right. Like the setup is going to require more than I think we can afford to do in here, and the amount of time it would take without any food production would be a distinct problem on the survival of our duplicants. So that's probably not going to be viable at the moment. I think what I really need to do is try to crank up production of mushrooms. This is still hot down here. We could try and cool it if we put a wheezeboard down here. Deconstruct that ladder. Number midnight stream tonight. That is right, yep. Temperature of Bristle Blossom is not compatible with shrooms. You can have one or the other, not both. Well, I'm thinking if I put one in here, I just want to have it long enough to cool off the space that's like right in here. Oh, I have a seed too. Nice. Let's see what's happening out here. Water's at 22.4, so it is cooling the water. 21.9, that's good. Water at 21.3. If we could just get past that, then we'll get a little surge of water that will go through, and then it will close again, and we'll have to do it over and over. It's a horrible system. It's not efficient at all. We need to fix that for sure. But it's something. The only reason I'm cooling it at all is because I'm dumping it into a reservoir down here. If I was just feeding it directly into a building, it wouldn't matter. If we're going to feed it in here, it's going to go all the way down here. We're going to skip this line, and then... You know what? Let's deconstruct right here. I'm just going to feed it... We'll inject it directly into our oxygen production system. It's not going to help the water that's down below. But we'll stop drawing on the water that's down below as significantly as we are. We'll tap into it from an outside source instead. Let's go like this. I need all that to be insulated. As soon as I get that going, then I'm going to want to deconstruct this one here. Wait, they didn't convert the piping over. So priority 8. Look at that quickly. There we go. Okay. And then I went through all the trouble of building this over here, but we're just going to get rid of it. At least until I find a way to cool this a little bit more effectively. Because this is just not a good setup. What would be awesome would be to see a massive wild sleet nearby. Yeah, that would be good. I mean, I have some sleet wheat, but I don't have a ton of it. Like over here, we have sleet wheat that's growing wild out here, and they're set up to harvest it. Maybe I should just crank up the priority on harvesting, because they might be focused on doing other jobs. That's pretty much it that they can reach. Someone come finish this pipe. I gotta turn the water off. Maybe melt some ice sculptures in the water room. Yeah, we can do that too. There we go. Okay, so down here now, if we go into our furniture, we'll grab the ice block. What the heck? Trouble is, I think they need ice to actually make that. So we're gonna actually we'll need to produce ice. If we set up a little shelf down here, that we should be able to use the ice maker, assuming I can find it. Automatic dispenser. Yeah, we can take up ice. I mean, they have some over there, but they have to run it all the way in, so there's a high probability of it melting on the way into the colony. Plus, they're not going to make the whole way on one breath. They'll probably have to drop it on the ground, which means it's going to melt out wherever it is. This isn't going to work, because they actually need to... They need to pump the water out. We'll throw a pitcher pump in here. Where the heck is the ice maker? Refinement? I know it's here somewhere. Is this a mind puzzle? That's right, it is. Stations. Oh, utilities. What am I thinking? Of course. Here it is. Ice maker. Okay, that probably requires power. Yeah. So we'll tap into that. Okay, so they should pump the water, put it immediately in the ice maker, turn it into ice, and then use the ice to make the sculptures in the water, which will cool it. In theory. I mean, the water temperature is like 28. I don't know. See how it goes. There's stuff on the door to the water room. Nope, I don't see anything. I see nothing. This incoming water flow is coming all the way in. I don't need this anymore, so we can deconstruct this pipe. That will save the water flow. Okay, we're producing some mush bars, which unfortunately taste terrible, but the duplicants would just have to eat them anyway. We have 38 eggs available, so we can do like another, I don't know, 15 of these. We could really use a hatch farm. Produce some hatch eggs. Oh, we need ice to make ice. Seems legit. Yeah, yeah. To make the ice statue, we actually have to have ice. They can't just take the straight water. There was some ice they dropped. They were delivering. It could be, yeah. So I don't see any puddles anywhere. What are you talking about here? There's sandstone, coal, and dirt there. No, they did bring in ice from outside. They actually did go and get enough. I'm impressed they made it all the way there with it. Alright, so maybe we don't need to bother with trying to make our own ice. I was sure it would melt before I got in there, because I got to run through some pretty hot areas, but... The thing here with this, too, is as soon as they make the sculpture, it immediately melts. So it's probably better if they bring the ice from an outside source anyway, because that'll be a water supply. Is that all the water you have at the moment? Yep, this reservoir used to be full. It's not anymore. I have water that's being cleaned outside the colony and is being pumped in, so you can see it feeding in here. It's coming from a pool of water that's down here that's all dirty that I'm cleaning right now. So this will last us for a while. It's not going to last indefinitely, but it will last for a while. And it gives us something to work with. Never mind, it fell in. Oh. Oh, that was probably the dirt and stuff that actually fell in on that one side. Okay, this temperature down here it started to mellow out. It's 36 degrees. 32, 34. Okay, good. So I just need this temperature to come down a little bit lower. Then we'll be good to plant more mushroom caps. Well, as we find them anyway. It's funnier when I run out. Funnier for you, maybe. Still studying over here. We have water that's 53 degrees. That's a little on the warm side. I want to find out what the cycle is on that. It hasn't been turned on in a while. That's kind of a problem. All right. I think it's time for barbecue. I don't want to get the glossy guys. I actually want to capture them. So we're going to wrangle you. But there should be some more Drecos around here we can get. Did he say barbecue? No, I'm not going to barbecue a dupe. We're going to barbecue a Dreco. So they're going to get some meat. And then this particular... Oh, he looks super happy to be eating what he's eating. This one here I have set up for... No, they're not set for barbecue, actually. This one's set for barbecue. It's also set for fried mushrooms and omelet. So let's make this one barbecue. Barbecue forever. We have 15 kilograms of pinch of pepper nuts. We need to get some meat, but if they can go pick that up, we'll be able to make a little bit of barbecue. What are you doing here? There's meat in the kitchen. Get it. Get it. Oh, he turned it into... He died down there and turned it into meat. All right. I'm sure they grabbed some meat there, but I don't see them making any barbecue. I think they might have eaten it directly, which is a real problem. Consumables. Don't eat the meat. Okay, don't eat the meat directly. We want to cook with it. I had meat there, but they're so hungry they just shoved it right in their gullet. With the Weezeworts, you couldn't just make a cooler room or dump the heat in the air system, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have enough Weezeworts for it now. I probably could. We could probably turn the space down here into a cooler room. I was just trying to minimize having to run around and build a bunch of things. Which, you know, obviously didn't work too good because I'm still building a bunch of things. Hold on now. Withhold it for pressure. Oh, the Weezewort has killed off the... I can't win, man. All right, this has got to be uprooted. The Weezewort is drawing the pressure from the lower floor and pushing it to the upper floors. So it's made it so my mushrooms aren't growing. Stupid plant. Prevent any uncooked food unless the dude is about to die of starvation. You don't want them to... Yeah. Why do the duplicants hold their breath? Don't they have oxygen? Well, they do in the main part of the colony. So in here you can see wherever it's blue is oxygen they can breathe. Wherever it's red is areas that they can't breathe. So every time they go into a space where they can't breathe, they got to hold their breath until they get to a spot where they can breathe again. Weezewort, you had one job. That's right. Yep, there we go. They're all growing again. I mean, temperature-wise, the temperature did come down, so that's good. It's hovering around 35 here in the middle still, which is on the top end of the scale for mushrooms, but it helped a little bit. Helped a little bit. I need to get additional food sources though, or it's just not going to matter because this stuff's not going to work. So, out here in the slime biome, I wonder what the temperature would be if I dug this out. We have CO2 down here. CO2 up there. Let's try digging out a swath in here. We'll try to farm them in their natural habitat. Oh, actually, that's going to be too big. Gotta give the duplicant something they can reach. Patience math. Hello, slime lung, my old friend. How is nobody starved yet? They're just barely getting enough food to eat. So between the stuff I'm cooking in the electric grills and what we're able to produce with the micro musher, we're getting some output. Set these jobs to 9 to make sure they're always doing it as a priority. Instead of glass in its column, you should cool it to absolute 0. Just watch everything freeze. This is shaving like 7 degrees off when it goes through the pipe. But it's basically just, we completely wasted our time with it. I should use that somewhere else. I should just break it out. We'll set up a cooling system down here instead. The trouble is that, like, all this radiant pipe that's sitting out in the open is kind of an inherent problem of its own. Let's go ahead and start to build a cooling space immediately underneath here. Ideally, I'd like it to be big. Well, it actually doesn't need to be that big. I need enough that I can run 3 sets of pipes through it. Well, 2 sets of pipes, rather. So I have these pipes merging into one. I can feed those through and snake them on one half. And then this other one that's going to need to snake through on the other half. So the room needs to be big enough to be able to accommodate a fair amount of pipe snaking. And we'll have to fill it up with hydrogen, too. We should have some excess that flows out of here that we can steal. Hopefully. If they had dupes freezing to death, making a Steam achievement. Steam achievement for freezing your duplicates? That's just cruel. Alright, another duplicate. Because when you already have 34, why not take another? Death by pea water needs to be an achievement. Oh my gosh. You guys are evil. Okay, so we brought in Davos Seaworth. We don't have a Stannis Baratheon just yet. Narcoleptic, Trypophobia, Twinkle Toes, Mouth Breather, Mole Hands. Let's make this one Stannis Baratheon. Duplicant number 35. You know what's funny is they all get really happy when you bring in a new duplicant, even though they have no food. Their sense of preservation is just not there. Just not. I don't think 4 is going to be enough to cool this. I'm probably going to need another. Stick another flower pot here in the middle. Okay, so inside the space now, which is too big for them to do anything with. That's great. How big is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's as high as I can reach. Maybe I should make it max height so they can actually reach what I want them to do. We'll see. Hold on. Okay. So this pipe's going to come down. It will feed into here. It needs to be radiant. And it's going to take up half the room. Well, more than half the room because it's going to have a higher gas pressure. And then it will flow back out. This pipe on the flip side is going to come in here. I'll have to do that 1 second. So this one's moving 500 grams, so half a kilogram of oxygen at a time, where the other pipe is moving a full kilogram every time. 4 entombed heads achievement. We'd have that in the very first cycle. Keep morale high by constantly filling your colony with duplicants as long as none of them die. Well, there's that. I mean, morale's not really that difficult to manage for the most part. Give them a nice place to live in. Supply them with oxygen and food. Give them a good place to eat. Actually, we need another Great Hall because this one is not servicing all the duplicants anymore. But some of them don't really have jobs, so they're not really all that worried about it. And frankly, they don't have food, so there's nothing to eat in the Great Hall anyway. It's become just a place to hang out. How about now? Is it working now? There we go. I don't know what happened. I don't know if like the cable came loose in my Yeti microphone or what, but it actually switched to my SteelSeries, which is my headphones. So sorry about that. I don't know how long it was silent for. I was so busy paying attention to my own thing and not reading what was going on in chat. Yay for technology. The best of all things. Nope, can't hear you asking. Okay, good. How long was it out for? That really stinks. Stupid. About 3 minutes. Oh, great. Well, you know, why have stuff work well when we can have it not work at all? You know? Do I not have someone that could build this yet? What am I waiting for? I don't understand why this is waiting. It's just sitting there. I have a... Oh, wait a minute. You know, did I actually not give somebody the skill? I thought I did. I thought Jamie had it. Jamie Lannister. He does. He has the mechatronics thing, but he's not building it. Everyone was saying that these hats are purely decorative. But let's find out, because that job has been sitting there for probably 15 cycles, and he hasn't done it. And he has the skill. So I'm going to switch his hat to mechatronics engineer and see if he goes and builds it. It'd be an interesting test, because everyone's been saying the hats were just purely decorative, but I'm actually kind of wondering now. Leave it to Windows to derp things. I haven't randomly switched my audio output from time to time. Oh, really? Yeah, like I said, the only thing I could think of is that maybe the wire came loose on the back of the microphone. If you give Jimmy his right-hand bones you found in Fallout 76. Yes, we'll do that. I'm sure he'll do fine with a weird hand-fist thing. Our storage containers are almost full. I should probably set up some more of those. Just a couple. Copy settings to all these. Oh, I guess I can't until they're built. Silly me. Industrial ingredients. These aren't storing bomb lily flowers or reed fiber, so I probably should set those up. Medical supplies, no. Miscellaneous? Oh, Bizalite. Refined metal? Yeah, store that, please. No critter eggs. Cultivatable soil's fine. And I guess I haven't gotten to the plastics yet, so let's make sure these are all set properly so I can actually store things that I want in them. Can't build, replace it. Probably bugged. Maybe. I'm just curious. I want to see if he goes and does it. If he doesn't, then we'll just cancel it and rebuild it. You're right, it's probably bugged. Inquiring minds want to know, though. You love Wacom? What? Sweeper's too high, is it? No, it's only 3 tiles up, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's the 4th tile up. They can reach that still. They can go 2 tiles above their head to build it. It doesn't say it's unreachable. There's nobody doing the job. Oh, the drawing tablets. Odds are pretty good it's bugged, but we'll see. Skill points earned 28. Yeah, with a lot of duplicates, they earn skill points quick. Honestly, I don't know how you could use the Elgato for non-console streaming. It's always such a pain for me. You can't get the overlays to work half the time. I don't know. I think I've just gotten used to it, Durgan. I've been using the same software 5 years, and I've never used OBS. So in the absence of that knowledge and ability to use it, I haven't really taught myself because this was already working fine. Check the engineer's priority. I usually have it set to higher. Yeah, it could be that he's doing other jobs. I have a feeling it's just bugged, but... storage, supply, dig, build... Well, see, it's a build priority, right? Research, operate. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to cancel it and tell them to do it again. It's probably a clearer indicator, because they did bring some of the iron over there. They just didn't finish it. Shipping autosweeper. There we go. Take 2. Ooh. Air pressure's not there. Oh, did I run out of algae? Yep. Alright, that would explain why the air pressure's not so great. There should be another big pocket of algae here somewhere. I'm actually... just by using the algae as a mechanism to produce oxygen, I'm kind of playing with fire. There's some up here. A whole bunch by this volcano, too. If I put a door in there, I could go get it. Yeah, it's oxygen in there. Alright, let's go get it. We'll just send them in there. We'll tell them to dig all this up. It's a really convenient pocket of it, actually. Take it all up. Give me a door, though, too. I don't want to depressurize too much. It's already not that great. Keeps changing a Twitch stream title and game category when you hit go. Yeah, you have to set up all the settings for your stream in the Elgato software, otherwise it overwrites things. It's not super convenient for like changing stream names and stuff mid-flight either, but I don't know. I guess I've just gotten used to it. They have an operate task as the priority. They will never build it. It's a specialist building. Oh, all right. Let me check. It was Jamie we had that had the skill, right? Oh my gosh. Let me sort this in alphabetical order. Jamie Lannister. He's got tidying set to a higher priority. Supplying is set to top priority. Let's set that to neutral. All right, we'll start that. See if he builds it as with that as a priority. When am I getting a Switch? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if anyone's been following the E3 presentations this week. Nintendo had a whole bunch of different games that they showcased that look kind of cool. So, I don't know. Jamie's an X on build. Is he? Oh, my God. He's the only... Oh, no wonder the job's not getting done. All right. I had somebody else that I thought I was working on also. Excuse me. I can't remember who else had the skill. Bran Stark cannot master the field research skill. Oh, because it's him. All right. Duplicants who have mastered this job. Duplicates have mastered this job. Eddard Stark, Samuel Tarley, and Sansa Stark. Eddard Stark seems like our most logical option because he has both. Oh, he's right at the top too. And we're not really doing research so much anymore, so if we can get him on... Oh no, it's wrong ones. I need electrical engineering. It's not the exosuit I want. Although I can give it to him. Let him learn how to do it. Okay, so we need somebody who has this one and this one. Joffrey and Brienne. Nope. Come on. Cersei. Where's Joffrey? Okay, he's got 2 points, so we can put him into it. There we go. Oh, good lord. What a mess. I can't believe I waited that long waiting for him to build the job, and he doesn't even have the ability to build things. Whoops. Mistakes were made. The Xbox Showcase won? Yeah, I mean, both Xbox and Nintendo, I think, really brought it. in terms of like Nintendo had like all kinds of cool games and stuff, and Xbox showcased the Scarlet, and they had all kinds of cool stuff going on there. So yeah, it was a good showcase for both of them actually. Now check the build priority. That was Joffrey. Blah blah blah. Operate. Build. See how it goes. As we've discussed before, you're observant. Well, let's face it, I have 35 duplicants. I don't know what all of them have. I don't know nothing. Oh, this is almost done down here. Okay, so obviously they can't reach that stuff, but I can put a ladder in here. That will get them to what I need there. This can be set for Wheezewort. Copy that across the board. We'll throw a mechanical door in here. Okay. Now the hard part is going to be that I need to get hydrogen in here too. And with these pipes in here, I didn't really leave myself a place to do that. But I could deconstruct this. And that will leave a gap that I can stick a pipe into. I'm also going to tell them to unplant these things, because frankly they're just being wasted. This can be deconstructed. Give them access here again so they can go do the job. Alright, go get me those Wheezeworts. We'll bring them over here and we'll try and cool stuff down a little differently. Room for more mushrooms. As long as you know what buffs and traits your kids have, you're good. I guess. Yeah, I started building a spot over here for more mushrooms. This is what I started to dig out for that. So we're going to dig out more here. This is going to be our secondary mushroom farm. I probably should put something right here so people don't get stuck. Let's look if it's actually access to slime too, which would be good. So we can put... Yeah, actually, as this water goes down, then it's not going to be underwater anymore. I'm going to build a little storage spot over here for slime. This is all full of... Oh, it's all CO2 in here, so that's fine. Okay, so we'll put a little spout over here. We'll fill this up with water. That's where we can store our slime. Because the farm's going to need slime. Thinking ahead with Dupe's getting stuck. I was trying to. I'm a snack? I am? I didn't know I was. Don't dig the wild mushroom. I want to plant it. Can you put a pipe in there? Isn't there another pipe in that spot? Yes. Yes, there is. Yep, sure is. I did build one there. How the heck am I going to get the hydrogen in here? I might have to pump it on this other side and then come in and deal with that after. So much for that plan. Actually, I can put it in the... No, I can't put it in the sidewall, because if I put it there, it'll leak out this way. Foiled by my own plans. Hey, one more Wheezewort. Let's take this one here. If I can get the oxygen cooled in here, then it'll by far be an improvement over just having a single Wheezewort sitting up there. Copy settings. Give me a decent stock of mushrooms. Out here, I need farming. Let's get foods. We're gonna get farm tiles out here. Each one needs to be too high, so we'll go, whoops. Ugh. Like so. Actually, this one doesn't matter if it's an airflow tile. I can cancel that. All right, and then we'll just stick pneumatic doors on here. That'll be our fancy new mushroom farm area. This I want to be specifically just for slime. Make sure I have that set at the same priority as the one that's in here. Yep, good. Good. Yeah, if they survive long enough for us to grow some mushrooms. Drop radiant pipe down to the water and to the right. Yeah, I could do that, I guess. That would give me the gap I need. Yeah. I am going to switch it over to insulated pipe from that point, though. I'm gonna go that way. How is this thing still pumping so much water? Oh, it's feeding this, right? Okay, guys, you need to finish up that tiny little bit of piping up there. Now, up here, this is gonna need to just go into there. Connect to that. Tolman, wake up! Go do your job! -16 degrees Celsius on one side of the room and like 20-something on the other. Cancel some digs in the new mushroom area. Oh, did I? Oh, I did too, yeah. Thank you. Starvation. The game the whole family can play. Alright, yet another duplicant. Alright, so this is duplicant number 36. We just brought in Stannis Baratheon. You know, we don't have a brawn. We should bring in brawn. Trypophobia divers. It's not really good brawn here. I guess, yeah, whatever. This will do. This will be brawn. Bring him on. Temperature gradient. That would be lovely for some reptiles. The airflow tiles above the door. Does that work? Above? Which door? Up here, you mean? Above those doors? +1 kindness, brawn. I wasn't really paying attention to the stats. I was just picking one. We have so many now. So many. Look at that. It says food shortage. It didn't say starvation this time. Woohoo! Okay. I need to deconstruct a whole bunch of pipe here now. Everything in here that's not insulated has got to go. Okay, we'll set this at priority 8 so they do it quickly. Don't just hang out there, man. Go build. It's funny how much they dislike water. I really wish they had a swimming ability. Like, if you could make them a swimming pool and use that as their, like, leisure entertainment or something. On top of, like, the jukebox and all that kind of stuff. That's one feature I really hope they end up adding at some point is duplicant swimming. I don't think it's going to happen, but... Okay, that's going to flow through there. So the gas is coming in here at 57 degrees. What temperature will it come out the bottom? 16. 17. It's going to warm up as the as the gas that's in that room heats up. I need to get hydrogen in there. That's going to be the only good cooling mechanism. Okay, so let's put regular gas piping. I'm going to steal half of it if I can. Oh gosh, this system's terrible. Why did I do that bridge there? I have no idea why I built that bridge there before. This has got to go. Oh, I know why. I needed the gas flows to combine together. That's what it was. Alright, I'll steal half of the incoming flow from here. We'll set that onto a pipe bridge. Into this space, I'm going to deconstruct this block. And we'll pump hydrogen here. Now the water underneath will create a barrier, so there's our first death. He suffocated. He got trapped in there. Oh. You know, the thing is, you get so desensitized to the, poor Hot Pie. You get so desensitized by the suffocation alerts because they just happen constantly. He's on this one little piece here of gold amalgam, and all around him, they already dug out all the floor. And for some reason, that didn't have a dig job on it. So he didn't dig it out. That's so lame. Well, we did build a lot of space for our duplicants to be able to bury the people, I guess. There'll be more coming from starvation, but man, it's funny that suffocation was the first one that got them. Considering our food condition right now. Okay, let's do priority 7 on this. We'll get this built quickly. I need a ventilation gas vent here. And as long as we're building that, I might as well try and get this built so they don't have to keep this open. Stinking. Okay. Let's deconstruct this. Deconstruct all that. They're going to need a ladder to get to the upper ones anyway. So we'll do that. Actually, I can cancel this one up here. Okay. Let me cancel the ladder for crying out loud. Yeah. Okay, and then that can turn into insulated pipe from here, and we'll don't connect that. We'll swap out that way, deconstruct all this business. I actually told them to build a bunch of pipe. Show me the gas overlay. There we go. Okay. I need priority 8 on all this stuff. Get all that done first, and then we'll get that vent built so we can steal some of the hydrogen and use that to create a better cooling chamber. What's nice when you have really hot stuff, you can use the new steam turbine to make good power from it. So, for example, when you got the metal refiner going. Yeah, actually, Brothgar did a video of him doing some experiments with the metal refinery to produce excess power and stuff by running the steam generator. You could probably do it with like volcanoes and stuff also. It's a function of getting it all set up properly. Okay, that's all built. I need to turn off access to this door. That's all connected. It's all running. It's going to take a while before we have enough hydrogen in here for this to work really well, but it's coming in here at like 55 degrees. It's coming out here at like 30. So not optimal cooling yet. This one's coming in at 57 degrees and it's leaving at 36. It's too hot. It's too hot, but if we can fill this up with hydrogen, it will cool better. clicked in when a stranded dupe corpse greeted you. Definitely a CrypticFox stream. Yep. It's the first one, though, in a while. I mean, we're on cycle 109. We had 36 duplicants, and we've only had a total of 3 deaths. I don't think that's that bad. Oh, that's right. Cry your heart out. Just keep balling. It's okay, little duplicants. We'll bring in more friends soon. There's 3 beds empty. 4 beds empty. The symbolic empty bed over here in the room that already existed. Sometimes I feel bad for what I do to my duplicants, and then other times I'm like, meh. It's gonna take a while for this hydrogen to get here. I don't want to just take half of it. Let's go like this. And then I'm gonna flick the switch. Might overload the grid for a little bit, but if I can steal the hydrogen a little bit quicker, that would be good. I don't want half of a half. I want to take everything that's supposed to go to this generator and send it down here. Why the dude's morning? They can just print another friend. Yeah, but they missed the last friend. For a Game of Thrones theme base, it's surprisingly death-free. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, starvation deaths will be coming soon. There we go. Give me that sweet, sweet hydrogen. I'm gonna let that run for a bit. It'll build up pressure and stuff, and then we'll deal with closing it off. What's going on out here? This is actually going fairly well. Not that they necessarily have mushrooms to plant here right now. That's going to be sort of my next big problem. The temperature in this space is like 31 degrees. The bristle blossom needs 5 to 30, so that won't work. And I actually would have to have the irrigated tiles in there anyway if I was going to do that. Hydroponic farm tiles would be the order of the day. Oxygen, polluted oxygen, and CO2. So they could have grown out here if the temperature was better. And I could use some of the water up here that I was cleaning. Just send it straight back down and feed it into the garden. But that's not going to work. Gas grass seed, no. Sleek wheat, no, no. Alright. Well, until I get more fungal spores, this whole extra area I built out here is not really going to serve any real purpose. Watch her forget the setup and wonder why there's hydrogen in the colony later. Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. But I do have the... I mean, for now, we have a water seal under here, so the hydrogen can't get out. And it's also going to rise into the room. It's not going to go down and then over and up. It generally won't do that. Hey, Yvel, how are you? If you insulate your farms, you can cool those down and not care if the rest of the base is 45 degrees Celsius. Yeah, if I could... I'd have to seal it off into its own separate room and then manage temperatures in there, but theoretically, yeah. I mean, I could also make the farm the place where the oxygen is sent to first. Seal off the room with just a few points for the gases to get out, and then this would stay at high pressure with oxygen at the right temperature, and then it would filter out from there out to the rest of the colony. I guess that's another option. You've returned nice and showered. Well, congratulations on the shower. If anyone was curious, Evel is clean. That is all. It's getting even hotter. It's not working yet. Needs more hydrogen. More hydrogen. Give it more power. The airflow tiles work up on the door space at the farm or the slime biome. Do the airflow tiles work above the door space? What do you mean? Oh, here? No, they don't do anything. I'm not sure why I built it that way. It's just kind of the way I was thinking. This farm tile here will stop it, but it doesn't matter because they have pneumatic doors above, so the gases get in there anyway. I have no idea why I picked ventilation tiles for there. Hydrogen's at 45 degrees and not getting cooler. 2.7. It's actually too efficient at moving the gases upward. It's compressing all the hydrogen up top not letting enough of the pressure come down to get cooled. Especially in this middle area. Don't make them suffer in 45 degrees Celsius heat. Yeah, that would be a little on the warm side, I guess. $36. $31. Oddly enough, the gas on the left side is cooling a little bit quicker, but I guess just because it's lower concentration, so it's getting down, but it's still not cool enough. And this side over here is just silly hot. I need more Weezeworts. I really hate sending a duplicate in here because when they open the door, the hydrogen is going to come out. But I'm going to send them in to deconstruct. Cause of death was suffocation. I had them building out a new area where we're going to do some... Oh, no. Now we got a problem. Well, that'll continue to go upwards, but at some point... Man, the water is really draining out of there quick. Holy cow. That's all going to food production. That's the only thing this water is connected to, is sending water right here. And that's being used to produce food. Boy, oh boy. That's bad. Well, and it's making ice too, but that shouldn't be reducing it. Use 3 resorts with hydrogen to cool down O2. Yeah, I often use 3 or 4, but the trouble is too, it had the opportunity to get really hot. So now we're trying to counteract the temperatures, right? So you can see it's coming in hotter at the top and it's coming in cooler at the bottom, but oxygen at 30 degrees. Oh, it actually did start to cool down. Oxygen at 29. Oxygen. Oh, it was actually cooling. Okay. Hold on, we'll leave it for now. We'll let the hydrogen build up in there some more. No, now I've got power problems. Even though I have it connected to the grid. All right, I better restore this. We'll make do with the hydrogen that's in there. Fix my piping quickly. Temp shift plates. Yeah, those might be an idea. Temp shift plate. What can we make it out of? Iron, I guess, would be an option. Maybe gold. Gold's thermally reactive. So is the obsidian, actually. Print your next dupe. Oh, no. Alright, we don't want the temperature plates to touch the walls because it will transfer heat through them, but we can put them in the middle and that'll help. Hopefully. Okay. Oh, I gotta give them access. More duplicants. More mouths to feed. More lungs to fill. Anemic caregiver, trypophobia, biohazardous, quick learner, slow learner, trypophobia, simple taste, early bird. Who'd we bring in? Oh, we could bring in Gilly, I guess. That would work. And the anemic caregiver. This will be Gilly. or Jilly, whatever her name is. I can never remember. Too many characters. More graves to dig. No. We've got plenty. We don't need to dig any more graves. They're in good shape grave-wise for a bit. What's going to be a problem is when this water runs out, and then we can't even make mush bars anymore. Let's set this to make forever fried mushrooms. How many have died so far? 3 in total. 3 in total. Let's see. Where's our chefs? Oh, I know what it was. Hot Pie died. Hot Pie was one of our chefs. Alright, let's make a new chef. Skills. Strength. I want someone with good cooking skill. Whoops. Cooking of 2. So Braun has cooking of 2. Braun the chef. That just sounds appropriate somehow. Not in the slightest. Man, I haven't brought in cooks in a while. Cooking 0. Cooking 2 on Davos Seaworth. I guess that would be alright. Cooking 3 on Gilly. Alright. She has no... Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Alright, so she can be one of our chefs. Let's see. Priorities. Ugh. Sorted by name. It's getting to be too many. It's hard to find them. There we go. Okay, so for her, we're going to set her top priority for... Oops. Top priority for cooking, and then the rest of it can stay the same. Which nasty water are you going to purify to start using for the colony? I already have some being purified over here. This can be deconstructed. So we do have this water over here that I've been working through already. It's already come down a bit, and that's what's supplying our oxygen. I'm cleaning it and then sending it out and connecting it into our oxygen supply system. Don't watch Game of Thrones, never have. Well, to each their own. I read all the novels and stuff before the show came out. I started reading them. I want to... I don't know. I don't even know how long the series has been going. It's got to be 15 or 20 years. So I read them slowly over time as they were released, which really sucks when you're waiting like 2 or 3 years between novels. So the Onion Knight isn't a chef. Well, he was a smuggler, but... kind of a chef, I guess. Oh, man, we lost a lot of shine bugs. I killed off so many of the eggs. Man, yeah. Well, probably a combination of the eggs and then them like flying into other areas, I guess. Start to shave some Drecos in here, too. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them flying up here. Slower you read, the less time you have to wait between novels. Well, there's that, I guess. I was always waiting eagerly for the next one. It was really kind of frustrating. Coming in at 59, leaving at 27. Coming in at 50 and leaving at 24. Okay, so we got our temperature under control. We don't really need the shift plate so much, but I'm going to build it anyway. Yeah, you know what? Forget it. Cancel the shift plates. I don't need them. It's already working. Okay, good. So that will make the oxygen that comes out up here much better, which will keep our farm in a nice, happy place, hopefully. Pressure is actually not that bad. Well, I mean, surprisingly, nobody died of starvation. That kind of blows my mind, because we've been in a really bad spot food-wise this entire game. Well, the entire stream, anyway. Oh my god, I love your vids! Thanks, Amanda. Onion Bro is a very good chef. Thank you very much. Hey, Lugo. Dark Souls Onion Bro. No, Davos Seaworth. I need to switch this off. Okay, so this will run and cool on its own. I need to, actually need to deconstruct this. I'll plug that hole up now. Party 9, please. Get through that fast. Come on, how many do you need to stand in the water, honestly, to get this vent? Just go break it. Thank you. Okay, good. So that whole system will run all on its own now. Ideally, the temperature won't continue to drop, but it might. We have a lot of Wheezewort in there, but if we need to, we can always pluck one of them out and just go with 4. One died of starvation. Starvation of oxygen. How dare you not feed me more oxygen to eat? Oh, good. We got this thing going now, too. It's about time. Let's wrangle this guy if we can get our hands on him. I think this is... bugged or something. It looks like it's running, but there's nobody running it. Oh, there we go. Who are you gonna shave? Hurry up before you run out of oxygen. Ah. Alright, that's why the shaver's not working. They don't have any air. I'm thinking next time we come back, we're gonna have to build some exosuits because it's getting to be just too difficult to get anything done out there. But it is coming around to midnight. I'm gonna call it a wrap for tonight. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna be streaming some Don't Starve Hamlet. So if you don't currently subscribe to the channel, click on the subscribe button. Come back for the next stream. I'm also working on some video uploads this week, so you'll see some of those getting uploaded as well. Thank you everyone for the super chats tonight. I appreciate it, and thanks everyone for coming to hang out for the stream. It's been a ton of fun as always. I'm as always CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.